Hey guys, it's me, Danny, and on this episode, I'm going to teach you the A strings and the D string on the guitar, and I'm also going to teach you what 3/4 time is. What is that anyway? It's all on this episode of Everything 101. Let's get to it. Hey guys, so we have covered so far the E strings, the notes on the E string, the low E and the high E string. So in this episode, I'm going to teach you two more strings, the A string and the D string. And I want to teach you the notes and where to find those on the music staff. So let's get started. So first of all, right here, this string, the second one from the top of the guitar, the second lowest sounding string right here, open, is the A string, and it's an A because when we pick it open with no frets, that note is an A. All right, now let's look at the music staff. Where is that note found on the music staff? An A is located right here on the music staff, so it's down below the staff. It's below the staff, and so it has a lower sound. So that's your A note right there. All right, now let's look at the notes above the A. If I go up here 2 frets above the A to the second fret, I'm going to put my second finger down right there, and that is a B. That's a B natural. It's not a B flat or anything else, so it's just a B. So just a normal B is called a B natural. All right. So this is where you find that note on the music staff. It's right there, it's below, it's slightly above the A, okay? So we're just kind of moving up the alphabet here. So we have the A, which is open, and the B, which is second fret. Okay, now, if we go up 1 fret, just 1 fret, we're gonna get a C. Remember I told you there are no flats and sharps for the most part in between a B and a C, or an E and an F. And so right here we go up 1 fret, 1 note, and we also call it a half step, and we're going to get the C. Okay, so there's the C note, and the C is found right here on the music staff. You can see it's also below the staff, but it is a little bit above the B. So we're just moving up in sound, and we're moving up the alphabet. All right. Now, if I'm on a C right here, and I go up to the 5th fret, think about this. You got a C, what's after C in the alphabet? Just moving up. That would be a D. Okay, and a D is going to be found right here on the music staff. You see it's down there, just kind of hanging on right below the staff. It's just kind of attached to the bottom there, okay? So it's like the next space. If there were a space below the F space, it would be this D right here. Okay, now now that we have identified the A, open, the B, the C, and the D up here on the 5th fret, let's talk about the notes in between, because we can apply what we've already learned to figure out what those are. So if I'm on a B right here, 2nd fret, if I go down, not to the A, but just down to the 1st fret right here, what note would that be? So if this is a B, then this is a B flat. That's a B flat, okay? There's a B natural, there's a B flat. Now, also, if the open string is A, and I go up 1 fret, that's an A sharp. So a B flat and an A sharp are the same note, okay? Now, if I'm on a C right here, the 3rd fret, and I go up 1 note, not all the way to a D, but just up 1 note, a half step, that would be C sharp. Okay, so here's a C, here's a C sharp. Now if I'm on a D, and I go down 1 half step, 1 fret, that would be a D flat. So a C sharp and a D flat are the same note, okay? Now, you might be picking up on something really quick. Maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure. But some of you might be going, hey, wait a minute. Now, when we did the lesson on the E string, right? We talked about the notes on the E string, the high sounding E string and the low sounding E string. When we got to the 5th fret, that was an A, right? That's an A note right there. And the next string open is an A. So what we're learning here, and you may be figuring this out, is that the 5th fret on the guitar is the same note as the next string open. So this is an A on the 5th fret and the next string open. They're both A's. There we go. I had my finger in the wrong place for a second there. Now, we can follow that same pattern with the next string. A, we have B, C, and then up here is the D. On the 5th fret is the D. And so that's the same note as the next string open, which is a D. All right, so we can apply that same pattern. The 5th fret is the same as the next string open, the same note. There's only one exception, right? There's always got to be one troublemaker, doesn't there? One in every crowd. Okay, so the only exception is when you get to this 3rd string from the bottom of the guitar, the G string, this 3rd one. It's not the 5th fret on this one, it's actually the 4th fret. That's the same as the next string open, but that's the only exception to the rule. It's the 4th fret instead of the 5th. Okay, so you can apply that rule all the way down the strings. Now, let's go to the D string. So if I pick this note open, it's a D. But if I go to the 2nd fret on the D string, that's an E. Now remember, there's nothing in between, no flats and sharps in between an E and an F for the most part. So we are going to just simply go up 1 fret to the 3rd fret, also called 1/2 step, and that's an F. Okay, so here's the E on the 2nd and the F on the 3rd fret. And then on the 5th fret, we have the G. That's a G note. It's the same as the next string open. All right, so now let's apply again what we already know about flats and sharps. If this is an E, if I go down a 1/2 step, 1 fret, that is going to be a E flat, okay? Now, if I'm on a D and I go up 1/2 step or 1 fret, that's a D sharp, okay? So E flat and D sharp are the same note. Now, if I'm on an F and I go up 1 fret, 1/2 step, what would it be called? Hopefully you said F sharp. So that's an F, that's an F sharp. Now here's a G on the 5th fret. If I go down a 1/2 step, it's a G flat. So F sharp and G flat are the same note. Okay, now we've learned how to identify the notes on almost all the strings. We still have 2 more to go in a future lesson. But let's talk about 3/4 time. You remember when we were talking about the notes on the E string, I told you that you have those little lines in music, and in between each one of those are called measures. So we have measures, and then we have notes inside those measures. All right. Remember I showed you what a quarter note looks like. It looks like this. So these are quarter notes, and if you have 4/4 time, there would be 4 quarter notes in that measure, okay? Now that's if everything is written in quarter notes. You can write different kinds of notes for different amounts of time, but you'll get to those later. So if everything is written in quarter notes, there would be 4 of them. 3/4 time has 3 of them, and it has 3 beats per measure. So if you were picking notes and you were thinking through a piece of music in 3/4 time, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, you'd be thinking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, now, with that being said, You can practice the notes now and bring in a new time signature, and you can practice the notes on the A and the D strings in 3/4 time if you want. You can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's another way to practice the notes and also bring in another time. Now notice that time I was doing all down picks. Okay, I was picking every note down. What you want to do is get the notes down and then change it up. Change to a down-up picking pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. That down-up picking pattern is really going to help you with becoming a faster player, a more clean player. So that'll really help you out. Okay guys, well that's about it for this episode. We've covered 3/4 time the notes on the A and the D string. It's a lot to take in right now. Practice and just keep strumming those chords. Hey, look up some songs. Look up your favorite song and see if you can find it in the key of G or the key of C. And maybe you can start even learning some songs and strumming some patterns, all right? Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Everything 101. See you soon.